That's the excuse that this administration is going to use. And look at her. She's been jet-setting around this country, going to all the different blue states, talking about this infrastructure plan and everything else. So, no, this isn't COVID Kamala, and you know it. You just don't want to visit the southern border because you know what you're going to hear. You're going to hear from the Border Patrol, Department of Public Safety, Immigration, small town mayors, and everyone that lives along that southern border that you are doing a horrible job, you're in complete denial, and you need to fix the southern border. That's what she would hear if she visited it. So she's going to use the excuse, like everything else, COVID.
Republican Troy Nehls there on Fox News reacting to Vice President Kamala Harris saying COVID issues is the reason why she hasn't visited the southern border yet. Republicans have not been happy with VP Harris for not taking a trip to the border and for not holding a press conference on the crisis after President Biden dubbed her the person in charge of the response to a record surge in migrants. The Vice President spoke about the migrant crisis in Washington today, but instead of travelling to the southern border to see with her own eyes the crisis unfolding, she took a trip to Milwaukee to talk about infrastructure. The VP took the time to defend herself and why she hasn't gone to the border and stressed she had been doing hard work behind the scenes. Fox and Friends host discussed today the VP's hypocrisy as she claims to take the border crisis seriously but still hasn't actually seen it with her own eyes.
Something even more disconcerting, and that is what's happening at the border.
It is a mess. We've told you that. The administration won't call it a crisis. Kamala Harris has been put in charge of trying to figure out the root causes, why all those people from Central America come here. We know why, because it's easy to get across the border. Nonetheless, there she was doing a Zoom call at the Washington Conference on the Americas. And listen to some of the world leaders she's talking to about the root causes and what they can do to help us.
This is a priority for our nation and a role that I take very seriously. The citizens of El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras are leaving their homes at alarming rates. They are suffering, they are in pain. Many are experiencing unimaginable anguish. And so we are focused on addressing both the acute factors and the root causes of migration. And I believe this is an important distinction. We must focus on both. I've also spoken with world leaders from Canada, Finland, Ireland, Japan, about partnering with us to help the Northern Triangle.
Please, Ireland, stop sitting back. Finland, we're asking you to help. It's obviously something's right on Finland's mind, worried about the Central America, and why wouldn't they be? By the way, Finland was voted the happiest country in the world.
Great.
So the plan is a $4 billion plan, and she announced a $310 million investment in that region. She says she wants to go to Honduras and deliver food, shelter, water to the people.
Great.
Guatemala, she wants to work with the farmers to plant drought-resistant crops and help women farmers increase their crops.
What about our crops? What about our homeless?
Sure. Well, this is a crisis, as we all know, and apparently one of the plans is to spend $4 billion.
Fantastic.
So how much money are we going to send down to those countries? Because we know how it works.
Extortion.
The more money we send down there, okay, we're going to send you $4 billion. Stop the people from coming.